last break, YouTube was a little wonky on me. One point, my camera froze at some point. I didn't even realize it until about halfway through the break. So I looked over and I still saw unopened packs from a box that I had already finished opening on the YouTube screen. So if you watch that, you might just hear me. You might not see the video. Phone. I think what happened was I didn't worry about watch the video, but I think what happened was my phone camera for whatever reason froze. I don't know. Who knows? We got, like I said, Allen and Ginter, 6 boxes. 6 boxes. Allen and Ginter is a very, I shouldn't say hit or miss. It's a very, it's like you either love it or you hate it kind of thing. Some people love it, some people hate it. Why, man, what the heck is going on? I'm gonna pop off. Hopefully YouTube's working at least this time. Now Twitter's being a little bit of an issue. Hopefully we can get this to go here. Try number 2. Double check, hand check, see if it pops into the screen on YouTube, on Twitter. There we go. Alright, we're live, we're good. It is 11 o'clock. This is going to be a decently long break. Roughly 200 cards per box here. We got 6 boxes, so. Allen and Ginter, as I said, some people love it, some people hate it. Personally, completely honest opinion, I'm not an Allen and Ginter fan. I do think the extra celebs and the non-baseball players are cool. I do like that, but overall the Allen and Ginter card is not the card that I'm, a fan of. But like I said, everybody has their own preferences. We're gonna have minis. We're gonna have hits here. We're gonna do 3 packs at a time. If we don't, we will be here literally all night. Already probably will be. Alright. And there's our first mini. Minis are like my least favorite thing that tops. I guess Panini does them too. You got the Kelly mini. Alright. Good luck, everybody. Actually, probably we'll see how this works for the first little bit. Oops. Oh! Trevor Lawrence. Non-baseball player. We got Deep Sea. Actually, probably we got to go through and not minis of the definitely. Not gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna be able to sort these as we go for the whole way through, or else it's gonna take too long. Let's see. See how box 1 goes in terms of me doing the sorting as I go. We're getting 3 hits. Well, we're supposed to get 3 hits per box, so we should be getting 15 hits overall here. Hopefully, it'd be really nice if we found one of those one-of-one cut signatures. That'd be a pretty sweet pull. Frank Thomas. Yeah, I mean, Trevor Lawrence, big time hit there. I got excited because it was flipped backwards. Is that Mike Lang? Yes, Mike Lang. Just retired. Pittsburgh, from Pittsburgh area. Mike Lang. Blyer. All about the Pittsburgh guys here. We got the Tim Anderson. Is it Tim Anderson? I didn't actually see. I'm sorry, that's Louis Robert. I saw the number 7. It threw me off. All right, yeah, we're definitely going to have to go through here and not sort as we go, or else we will be here all night with 1,200 or so cards here. I don't want to rush through these breaks, but at the same time, you don't want to. People don't want to watch a break that's an hour long. All right, here we go. Good luck. Keep rolling through these a little bit quicker. We got the 50 there. And there's our first hit, Josh Hader. Josh Hader, Brewers. Jersey. Is it game worn? Let's say. Just says not from any specific game or event. Okay, so it is not a game worn, not player worn. Except the beans. We got a 2 out of 50 Randy Johnson. I hope we get some crazy monster non-baseball player. That's really my goal out of Allen and Ginter. Some type of random monster auto or cut signature. One time. I mean, it's crazy because not only in my break, but literally like anybody's breaks for Allen and Ginter, the non-baseball player spot is the spot that's going to cost the most money. Those are typically the hits of the non-baseball player guys are the ones that carry the most value. Just weird because the non-baseball player cards carry the most value, but other non-sports cards don't seem to. Oh, there we go, Miggy. Tigers, that is for Marshall. Marshall just had a hit in our other break. I can't remember what, but Marshall just had a hit in our other break. Mini Miggy game used memorabilia. Another Lawrence. 2 Lawrences for you, Josh. You're hitting it big tonight. Didn't have a single Lawrence in my football break before this. 2 Lawrences in my baseball break. Although the Lawrences were, I guess, 120 cards. I think you might get 120 cards from 2021. Then we had the plates and patches, which you wouldn't be in, but I think you'd sneak in 1 like base from Don Russell or something like that. I'm just going to do this with the names. Easier on everybody. Maybe Mini come out there, Matthews. I'd like to see us get an auto out of this. Always unfortunate whenever it's like you're going to get 3 hits, but one of your 2 of your 3 hits, or all 3 of your hits, could be just relics. There's another Lawrence on fire with our Trevor Lawrence cards in this break. In hindsight's 20/20, but hindsight for scheduling this one at 11 o'clock at night, not my best call. For those watching, tomorrow, big day for the family. Tomorrow we find out, we are finding out the gender of our baby kid coming on the way in December. So we won't be breaking tomorrow. So once I realized this one got close, I kind of wanted to force it to break tonight. So that was kind of why we forced it for 11. Usually I don't like breaking at 11. I mean, no. I am a male, so I hope it is a boy. But obviously I'll take anything. I'll definitely take anything, but obviously we always want we want our boys. We got Red Sox, Adam. Man. There we go. David Dritz. David Dritz. It's not a break without a David Dritz card. Game used memorabilia too. Definitely have to tell her that. Tell her that tomorrow. Yeah, we're doing the baseball gender reveal. She's gonna throw me one of the balls that's filled with the blue or pink powder. I jokingly said it's the most important swing of my life. It's the swing that the most people will ever watch. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine I would miss. Oops, I forgot to do our box loader from our last box. That huge box loader reminded me. This is a smaller box loader. I hate the oversized box loaders because they're a pain to ship. We got Matt Chapman there. I'm just going to do this now so we don't forget about it. Our huge box loader goes to Phillies, Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper. Oh, I guess I'll toss that there for now. No idea where to put it. I think the more pressure is on my wife tomorrow to throw something in my hittable range. By hittable range, I mean just anywhere in my general area. It's going to be a slow pitch. She's very terrified that she's going to throw the ball on the ground. She's actually had bad dreams about it. Had a nightmare the other night that she threw it straight into the ground. I will not be wearing batting gloves. I'm not going to be that guy. Shake out for our minis. Slide on through. Alright, first mini. Brewers, Lorenzo Cain. Kevin Nagandi. Nothing of note for Cleveland. I mean, there's definitely been some Cleveland cards, but nothing of note. No hits. Unless I use like a patch on that one. Oh, there he is. Oh, never mind. It's Puckett. Yep, no problem. Our hits so far, we had a David Ortiz patch, a Miggy Mini that was a patch, and a Hater patch. So Unfortunately, our first box was all patches. Hopefully we can get hopefully we can find some autos. As like I was mentioning before, hate that it's 3 hits and you're not really guaranteed anything. Oh man, Josh, you're pulling out all the stops here. We got first you get Trevor Lawrence, multiple Trevor Lawrences. We just saw Jalen Waddle. We got our 2 minis there. Been in this break, you should know by now I despise mini cards. Mainly because they are always falling out of the pack. I'm not even through them. Here's our Jalen Waddle, our non-baseball player hit. I'll tell you what, there we go. Will Smith. Will Smith, the bat. I like the game used. Big fan of bats over jerseys. If you ever can go bat in the cards, give me the bat. Dodgers, Will Smith. Say, man, we finished box 2 already, but I forgot I put the packs in a different spot. There's our minis that earlier. Once we finish this box, we have to go through and do a little bit of better organizing on the desk. For the people who I tweeted out earlier about a picture of a stack of cards I need to start getting rid of. A lot of people reached out. I tried to answer as I could. I left the house a little bit after I posted that, so I posted it and then left. I was starting to take pictures. We had asparagus card. We got a couple more minis here. I'll try to get a hold of everybody and try to go back through my notifications here whenever, because people were asking about prices and stuff after I posted pictures. I didn't do any comping. I literally just went through the stacks real quick and took pictures. Someone who probably had decent amount of illegal substances in their house just said, like, let's throw some asparagus cards in there. Let's throw a rallying back Golden Lion. Or maybe they were for the football ones. Maybe they thought they were having a football product this year, and they were like, "Crap, what are we gonna do with these Trevor Lawrence and Jalen Waddle cards?" Throw them in Allen and Ginter. Yeah, the egg was the crazy one. I thought it was a joke. Like I said, Allen and Ginter has never been something I'm super into. I like the celebrity cards depending on the celebrity, but overall, I don't really do anything for me. I want to say like 90-ish, 95 maybe. There are minis. They're a hard hat mini. Maybe the hard hat will be the new egg. I know there was I would see it randomly. Portnoy had an auto in it. I don't know if it was last year's or TJ Lavin base. And his auto was going for crazy money. Here we go, George Brett, another mini. Not a hit though. Oh man, imagine if you got like I'm not a challenge guy. I know people love the challenge. But if you got a game-worn TJ Lavin from the challenge shirt. I've always thought this, and I know it'd be hard to do and it's easy to lie, but I've always thought they should, on the card, include what the piece of memorabilia was from. Obviously, there's a lot of tracking that would have to go involved, but I would be so much more interested. Like, is that is that a random George Brett game? Like where you just like want like 1 for 4, 1 for 4, the single or whatever. Be much more interesting. I would. I mean, I'm sure that would definitely drive values of cards too. If you get game worn jersey from the game when he did the Pine Tar game, George Brett. Game worn jersey from when Ortiz hit a homer. Like a walk off. Ortiz is a big walk off guy. I don't know. I've always thought that would be one more thing to add. I know which card you're talking about because it was mine. Yeah, from Leaf in the game. I think it's just. Oh, yeah, it's literally in my stack over there. I think, unless you're thinking of a different one. I have a card that literally is. I don't. The thing is I can't even confirm for sure. It's got a mini fall. I can't even confirm for sure that the one I have it is a jersey. Oh, yeah, I have. Mine might be slightly different then. I have a Kobe Bryant, literally. Um, it's a Leaf in the game used. If you look at my Twitter feed after this, you'll be able to find. I guess somebody asked about Laker cards, and I took that picture of that one. It's not cut out into the 81, but it literally is a triple patch Kobe. It's from Leaf, so it's not Kobe isn't actually in it. Just like a picture of this jersey, but it says 81 point game at the bottom, but it doesn't actually ever state that like this jersey is from that game. So I don't actually know. But it is a game used jersey, and it does mention that game. But I don't actually know if the game used jersey is from that game. Yeah, it's if you're talking about one that actually has like an 81, actually has the number written out. Sorry, I try to get these minis out so I don't inevitably drop them. Just slide out so easy. It's gonna we have to probably check out my replies for somebody who somebody asked and I went through and did it. I can always take a picture. I love that card though. I might sell it just because one of those things where nice card for sure, but I could do something. Okay. Oh, there we go. Walker Bueller. Mine is just like a 3 square patch, and underneath it says whatever 81 point game with a date. Big fan of Leaf in the game used. Obviously, those are more memorabilia cards. Dodgers box, yeah. Oh, the first, I think the Will Smith came out of the other box, didn't it? I don't remember now. Leaf in the game used is fun. Like I said, it's more memorabilia than actual trading cards, if that makes any sense. But obviously, they're cards. But, rip card, uh-oh. We got a rip card, Garrett Cole. Number to 99, Yankees. David. Griffey. I remember there being. I remember there being decent amount of Griffey cards. Is it like the one that had like a handful of patches? So here's a rip card. So you rip this, and inside of there you get one of those things. Good luck to. That is for David. I'm assuming you're gonna rip it. I'd rip it. That's just me. Well, I would not be able to not rip it. Oops, there's a Harper. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Garrett Cole, good and everything, but the potential for what lies beneath that rip card is greater than a Garrett Cole to 99. Another huge box later. Sorry. Hopefully this is another Philly. Makes my life easier to do with this person. Uh-oh. There you go, Josh. Giant squid. Giant squid. That is a hit and a half. Alright, we are 3. This is box 3, so we're on a pace about 10 minutes a box. That's kind of what I thought we'd be. Try to speed it up a little bit here by doing multiples at a time. So we got through two boxes so far. No, through 2 boxes so far. No autos, unfortunately. We do have 1 rip card for the Yanks. We have all patches, 2 bats, 4 jerseys, whatever. I think only one of the jerseys is. All of the jerseys but 1, I should say, are game used, which is nice. Do my little mini, weed out my minis. Here, more minis. So these minis kill me. Nothing of note there. All right, here we go. Oh, last one. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Double rip card. Mariners. Kyle Lewis, Ken Griffey Jr., numbered to 25. Double rip card. Mariners. Ryan. That's actually going to be a tough call. That is actually a tough call. Do you rip the Griffey? The way I look at it is, if they're gonna put a high profile player in a out of 25, there's got to be something good in there, right? I mean, maybe not as good as the Griffey, but it's got to be at least decent. Like, you're not going to open up and it's going to be like complete junk. I'm just glad that one is same team on both sides. If we've been double ripped with 2 different teams, that would have been brutal. Randall Cunningham. Even when I know it's coming. Note there. Jason Biggs. Zuna, not the greatest guy to have. And a Dritz. Long story short, when people ask, not people ask, but I know not everybody's been around forever. It was a holiday. It was a summer holiday. I don't remember what holiday it was, but I had my wife open do a little box break, and she pulled out a David Ortiz. It was a game used barrel bat. Actually, it was pretty sweet. But she couldn't read. She thought the O was a D, and called him David Dritz. Ever since then, David Ortiz is David Dritz. It's a nice one there. I guess I haven't paid close attention. Rip cards don't count as one of our hits, right? I'm trying to think. I kind of lose track of where we are hits-wise. Left shark. That'd be actually funnier. I know those aren't going to be our only minis, but... Alright. Ian Anderson, Braves. We have not gotten anything other than relics so far, which is pretty disappointing. No autos. We did get a couple pretty nice. Well, we got one really nice rip card, then we got another rip card. Cole rip card. I'm not as excited about it. And here's another one. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind game used cards, game used jerseys and whatnot are cool to me, but we better not be going through 18 autos and not, or 18 hits and not getting a single auto. That'd be really disappointing. Fudge. Oh, the fedora. There you go, Holly Tree. We got one more set of packs in this box after this. I never played Magic. I was a big Pokemon guy back in the day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel like just about everybody collected Pokemon, but I was one of the handful in my age that actually also played it. Most of the people my age just collected it, because I was like, by the time Pokemon started to slip out of style, I was probably 6th grade, so it wasn't too old yet. I'll hop on an old Game Boy emulator online sometimes and go old school and play Pokemon. Nice little throwback. Alright, after this set of 4 cards, I am just straight up out of room, so we need to clear off this desk completely. Just ran out of space to put stuff. I used it for like 2 seconds, and then I don't know, I lost interest real quick. Yeah, I downloaded it. I definitely tried to mess around with it, but I lost interest really fast. Mainly because you had to go around and just do stuff all the time. Like, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I left the house and whatnot, but I wasn't gonna be like I couldn't be the person who just got up on a Saturday to go to the park because they heard a certain Pokemon was there. Some people I know did do that, and I guess more power to you, but not something I wanted to do. We're gonna hit something coming up here. We got another. I think we have another mini coming up. Another mini hit. It is Jose Abreu game used memorabilia. All about the mini hits. I swear, if we don't get an auto. I'm not really sorting left to right by any means. I am just one stack. Looks like it gets too high, I go to the other stack. Padres. I don't think anything of note that I can remember that was a Padre. Give me 1 second. I gotta clear out the test. We're getting up here. I can't really recall. I would say the biggest hit so far. We have a double rip card of Griffey and Kyle Lewis. I would say that's our biggest hit so far. Still dollars for sure. We are only at our halfway point. There's a lot of cards here. Yeah, you still got 9 hits worth of boxes. Although Josh is pulling a Hanson Brothers auto here at some point. Still leaves 8 hits though. Box number 4. We got our box letter. We'll just keep doing the thing where we do the box letter first. Luckily, we have a normal size box letter. Very anti the huge box letters. We got Alex Bregman. Alright, let's see if we can do 6 at a time. 6 at a time might be a little too much though. As I mentioned, I like to pull the minis out first because otherwise they just slide straight through. Nothing of note there. Maybe we'll get a asparagus auto here for you, Josh. Asparagus, maybe green beans. I don't know what your preference would be. If there was like an actual auto of asparagus or green beans. Which one? Sorry, I missed. Might have missed what you said. Are you talking about? Are you talking about? You're not talking about this break, are you? Because Charlie's not in this one. Are you talking about that football one? And another jersey. Lourdes Gurriel. Pantheon, yeah. Charlie R will do his thing. He'll probably pull number 1. Probably pull number like. He'll probably get number 1, then he'll probably pull like a 1 of 1. The only thing that makes sense. Charlie has never seen a serial number or random player break that he has not walked away with a card, let alone not walked away with like 3 cards. 2 1 of them. Yet, that the thing is about that. Like I was looking back, I'm like, okay, I knew Mahomes was in there, I knew Watson was in there. I was looking back, there's actually a decent amount of like legitimate rookies that you want to still get from that class. Like a lot of times you lose. I mean, don't get me wrong, you lose a decent amount. Like Mitch Trubisky is nothing now. Like guys like that, but a handful of multi-Pro Bowlers, like more guys made a handful of Pro Bowls from that one. So also you have the old school guys. Nothing of note there. We gotta be getting our auto here soon. Also better be getting more than just one. Better be these last 3 boxes better be filled with autos. Birds of a feather. And another patch. Conforto for the Mets. If you, decent amount of you, I think I'm at letter N right now in terms of my shipping. So if you broke with me in this past week, for A through M, you should have gotten your stuff already. Maybe I didn't finish the M's, can't really remember. I finished the page and then started setting up for this one. You didn't get your shipping info yet, or ship tracking, whatever. I don't know if some people don't get it for whatever reasons. Maybe check your spam. It's because it's automated. It comes from the website. But if you're in the second half of the alphabet, still going to go out tomorrow. I'm just going to get to it in the morning. Probably only have about 20 or so packages that I need to do. We were front loaded the alphabet heavy this week. Deion Sanders, that's a cool one. I have a friend who is big fans of the cards like don't make sense, like the Russell Wilson baseball rookie card. Or there's one where it's like Jeter is batting George Bush. Yeah, George Bush is like in the crowd for whatever reason. Someone else. I think there's someone else on that card too. I don't really recall. Something else going on with that card. Another Trevor Lawrence. Been a while since I found a Lawrence. This goes to the Marlins. This is considered baseball, affiliated with baseball. Just so you know, Josh, you're not getting that one. Anyone who is affiliated with a team goes to that team. I know you were really, really hoping for that one. I actually didn't look. Now I'm curious. They do not. They do not have a rookie card logo. Honestly, I thought it was at first too, and I was like, I didn't think she was in this. We're definitely going to stick to the 6-packs at a time, because that definitely felt like it flew by a lot faster. It's going to be a one of one. Trevor Lawrence, 1 of 1. Sell it on eBay. I think we have one more hit coming from this box. Maybe I'm wrong. Losing track. So many jerseys, it's hard to keep track. Oh, there it is. Man, that is some rough luck. 12 hits, all 12 been memorabilia. Man, we are getting those nice bird cards. All right, box number 5. Maybe we're just saving the big time hits for that last box. Give me a small box loader here. Small box loader, small box loader. Dang it. As I said before, don't like the big box loaders because they are a pain to ship. Mookie Betts, Dodgers. Yeah. I once had a complaint that I didn't top load in. And it was an A.J. Brown number 2, 999 out of Don Miss Elite. Non-rookie. Yes, there is. I had somebody, I think I mentioned this, somebody joined, like, they were on, like, I think I want to say, like, 5 of my breaks or so. And then after, like, the 4th, after, like, the last one they joined, filed a complaint with PayPal to, not recognizing the charge. They only did it on one of the breaks, so basically, they, the other 4 breaks they meant to do and they knew were there. Break 5, didn't recognize the charge. PayPal refunded me. Like, PayPal ruled in my favor, but the credit card company apparently did not. And, oh, Josh, I didn't even know what way to put it. I still don't. It's a Brent Goose 1 of 1. Man, you're gonna tell your kids about this someday. Josh, it is a Brent Goose. I honestly thought it was supposed to go this way. I mean, depends on where you think they're going to college, but theoretically. Honestly, like I'm not even joking. Somebody is probably like willing to pay a lot of money for that card. Because Allen and Ginter, some of the Allen and Ginter people go nuts for certain cards, but it's actually legitimately hilarious. That is your first and only one of one is a Brent Gers. Oh, for sure. Like I said, Allen and Ginter, the Allen and Ginter diehards, which I mentioned in the beginning of the break. I am not one of them. I like the celebrity stuff of Allen and Ginter. I actually do like how the memorabilia cards do off the style of them, but overall, not a big Allen and Ginter guy. Hey, North Carolina was my other school, my school that I knew I had no chance to get into, but it was the other school that I could always say to myself I didn't apply there because it was out of state, and I couldn't afford it. That's what I'm sticking to. Definitely not because I wasn't smart enough. Never applied, so I didn't never get denied. Get another hat for you. Yeah. Big Tar Heel guy. When I was young, I was a big fan of the baby blue. Wait, no, UNC. You said UNC Charlotte, huh? It's not the same school. I'm thinking about that. Oops. I don't get there. Maybe Seiko. Babe Ruth. We're gonna get a Babe Ruth auto here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Heels fan. I do remember you were a Heels fan because you were ready to cry whenever Roy Williams retired. Because he retired on April Fool's Day. I mean, I shouldn't say ready to cry, but remember you were heartbroken. More birds. Josh, you have a bird collection. You got a oryx. Yeah. I honestly haven't overly paid any attention to Tar Heels. I don't even know. Honestly, don't even know if you're talking football or basketball. I used to be a big North Carolina basketball fan, but I've fallen out of basketball, college basketball in recent years. This was more back when I was in college. One of the reasons is because I went to Penn State. Obviously, there is no basketball outside of Taylor Battle. in the handful of Taylor Battle years. Well, I guess they had the couple. No, it was 2020, 1920 season. They were good, and then they didn't. Season being canceled didn't give them a shot for the tournament. Not that they would have done too much, but. Yeah, Battle was good. Battle was like our shining moment for a couple of years. I still remember. Can't remember who the guy was. Can't remember his name. But the temple shot that knocked him out of the first round. I remember saying, just you're up 2. Can't give up a 3. Can't give up a 3. I remember just watching TV, not being in class because why would I be in class for that? And then give up a 3. How do you? Like I said, I knew they weren't going to go far in the tournament. Oh, there we go. Finally, and it's of course Cody Hewer. Cody Hewer, White Sox, finally. Ken with the Cody Hewer gold frame. Cody Hewer is definitely going to be our only auto, right? Like that's how this is definitely going to go. I actually remember that as well. Like I said, oh, another rip card. 3rd rip card. Joe Mauer, Twins. Twins was for Charles. Yeah, I definitely remember the shot you're referring to. I mean, obviously, the how many years ago was the national championship? They lost 4 years ago, maybe 4. I'm gonna need to move this down as well. Every year, North Carolina's semi-good. Like, by semi-good, I mean like a 4 seed or higher. I just pick them to win it all. I pick with my heart. Yeah, no, but I was trying to think of what year it was. At least 4 years. It was when I was in my old job still. I remember rushing home to try to get there before the end of the game. And I remember coming in right after I made the shot, turning the TV on. Used to work at a newspaper. A little bit younger. So I was definitely working in the evening back then. Alright, last box. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get a 1/1 silver maple here. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, this stuff feels thicker. This is. I'm really interested to see what this is. This is definitely different. Oh man, we got a giant rip card. Rip it or keep it for the Astros. So this definitely felt thicker. Roy. Rip it or keep it. It's numbered to 99. So we got like 5 rip cards now. I mean, I don't get to find out what happens with them. I guess you get. I'm definitely gonna want to know what happens to these rip cards. If you guys keep them, if you rip them, if you do rip them, what you got. I know. I had a rip card from Legacy Football, and a guy, I can't remember what player he pulled, but he got, the mini that was inside of it was like out of 10. It might have been Steve Young. Maybe Steve Young was on the outside. It's been a little bit, so I can't truly remember. I remember him pulling something that was out of 10. If I ever got one, there's no way I'm keeping. Even that Griffey, I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep it. I'd have to rip it. Right, our minis, nothing of note. And a Charlie Blackman patch. Man, this is going to be a fun break to sort later. Definitely not being sarcastic. I gotta keep this goose on top. It's the single greatest one of one I could have ever pulled. We got 2 hits left. Let's see if we can make them big ones. I did that, and Ruby just destroyed everybody when he posted his 2 hits. It was just like it was over. The second he's like, yeah, here's my Mahomes, 1 of 1. Here's my Herbert encased auto that's like out of 10. Whatever. Herbert was an encased auto as well. So it's worth it. People who weren't around for that one. Crazy. Illusions encased for Mahomes 1 of 1. Didn't even watch the break live. Watched it. I remember just being on the break. I just had a DM that was like, please, just get on the feed. Like, I remember him just going like, what happened? Nothing notable in our minis there. Another Trevor Lawrence. Man, if this was a football break, you'd be so happy. Down to our last 12 packs. In the end, this is about to take us about an hour and 5 minutes, which sounds about right. Just over 10 minutes a pack, or 10 minutes a box. 200-ish cards in 10 minutes. Having to swap out a couple times for clear off the table. Well, I did that. That was a 6-box series, the full case break of Series 1 jumbos. That maybe you want to just end it. Sorting that break was the single worst thing ever. It got to a point where I wasn't even like looking at the cards anymore. I literally just was like doing this at the bottom and just seeing if there was a rookie card logo. Mini Bogarts. Man, Josh, what are you gonna do if you get a Brent Gruce rip card? I almost did. There, I mean, there was definitely times where it was debated. Just, yeah, that I remember sorting that break was unbelievably awful because it was. I'm trying to remember the breakdown of those boxes. I think there was 40 card packs, and I think there's 10 cards per pack. No, not 10. 10 packs per box. Sounds about right. Maybe 500 cards per box, maybe 400 or 500 cards per box. I don't know. I remember doing the math, and the math was like 3,000 plus cards. Remember the first box? I tried to do like a similar to this one, where I tried to do the first box like a normal break, where I'm, half sorting as I go. Usually in breaks, what I do is, you guys, I never notice, like I sort to the left and the right. Like for baseball, AL, NL. If I get an AL card, I go to the left. NL card, I go to the right. Just saves me some time. It comes time to ship later on. It, doesn't long. It adds that much time to the break. And whenever you got thousands of cards, there's just not time to do that and keep it not taking forever. All right, last grouping of cards here. This is it. Last chance for Josh to hit something major, like a Brent Goose game used feather or something like that. We definitely do have another relic coming up here. I definitely had a thick card. World Leaders, European Commission. Oh, there it is. Colin Moran. Oh man, Colin Moran. Big time hit there. Obviously, I'm being a little sarcastic. Andrew hit there. Colin Moran, once a first round pick. Probably been 10 years. All right, we will do our quick recap here. Quick recap because it is after midnight and I need to go to bed. All right, here we go. Blackman, Devers, Conforto, Fritz, Cody Hewer, gold frame. We had the Moran there. Real Muto. In our rip cards, we had Joe Mauer rip card to 99. This is the big one here. Griffey rip, double rip with Kyle Lewis to 25. Garrett Cole rip to 99. We do have this Josh Hader. And we had the mega huge box loader rip card Verlander to 99. And we got the one of one that I still don't know which way it goes. Brent Goose going to Josh. Congrats, Josh. Hit of a lifetime right there. All right. Thanks, guys. That is it. Like I said, if you're in the second half of the alphabet, you'll get your stuff shipped tomorrow. Almost there. That pile over there is what we got done, and that's what we got left. So, almost done. All right. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.